Assalamu alaikum. So I'll explain to you how to make the model to understand the phases of the moon. So the first thing you do is you have your thermocore board, a rectangular piece of thermocore, and then you just cover it with black sheet, right? And then on the right side you can use orange paper or even yellow colored sheet and cut out a sun and paste it on the right side of your board. Okay, I just want you to do it on the right side so that everybody's models are the same and you don't have to figure out the different angles. Okay, so now when you have the sun here, you need to have a small thermocore ball and you color half of it black and the rest of it you let it be white. Okay, so when you buy a thermocol ball, there usually is a small line that you can see that equally divides the ball into two parts. So you can actually just use that line and half of it you just paint it or use a marker to just color it black. Then you need another ball, should be bigger than the other ball. This will be your earth and you color half of it black and the rest of it to show daytime blue and green. Okay, and let me just adjust it, it should be right exactly, so that the earth is half of it is in daylight and half of it is in nighttime. Then you take your board, you put a small plate here or anything circular and make a circular pencil line. If you can see here, I made a big circle here so that we can show this is the orbit of the moon around the earth. So the earth goes in the middle and you have to adjust it so that the day side is towards the sun and the night side is towards the other side. Right, now you take your moon, and the first phase is when the moon, the sun and the earth are in the same line. Right, so now the moon is going to be, this side of the moon is going to be in the day with the light on it, and this side is going to be in the darkness. Now if you turn your model around, you can see that from earth, if you look at the moon, you will only be able to see that we can't see any of the bright side of the moon, right, from the earth. And this shows that this is the new moon phase. And I've made it here, written here, we can't see the moon in the sky because the side facing us, all of it is in darkness. But as the moon revolves around the earth and it moves a little bit towards the left, now from earth, if we see it, we can actually see the crescent phase of the moon. Right, so this is the crescent moon, and we know that when we are observing the crescent moon of Ramadan, it's very close to the sun and we only see it for a very short time right after sunset, because as you can see, the moon is very close to the sun and the crescent moon is very hard to spot because it is close to the sun, it's not there in the sky for a long time, and we see a very thin sliver of the lit side of the moon. So this is going to be the waxing crescent. Waxing means it's growing. So as the moon moves around the earth, we can see that it's going to start looking bigger and bigger and bigger, and when it reaches this side, and it is 1/4 of the way, 1/4 from here to here is 1/4 of a circle, so it's 1/4 of the way around the earth's orbit. So we see it from earth as a first quarter moon, even though we know that the whole half side of the moon is lit up,